camper here. So today we're taking out the Bart yet again, because I'm having quite a fun time with my newly maxed out premium commander, the Dunkirk. So I've been playing the ship quite a bit lately, and is it strong? Yes, it's strong. Is it strong with, the Dunkirk commander? Yes, it's just ridiculously strong. And I'll just go through the commander here, not in details, but just so you can see how I've actually got her set up. So I got Cunningham and Scharnhorst as inspirations for better like precision, dispersion, and pretty standard build there. Flammable Cannoneer, because I don't care about fire. I'm usually always bow on, and if there's an AT spammer around, I'll just find some island cover. So I pick that one. You could pick Brawler if you want to, but I don't. Then in the second row, that's where we have her special skill, and I'm not gonna say it's overpowered, but it's certainly special, because it allows you to switch shell types almost instantly in less than a second when you have her like at the legendary 2, which is not that difficult really. It's only like 4 commendations you need, and it means that you can switch from AP to HE or HE to AP in half a second, provided that all the guns are loaded. And like it's just very, very powerful, because imagine that you have HE loaded because there may be a destroyer around the corner, and then a cruiser suddenly shows up and gives you the perfect broadside, and you can just instantly switch to AP and just punish that cruiser. And of course the opposite as well. If you are like looking for cruisers, you have AP loaded, and a destroyer just suddenly pops up in front of you, you can instantly switch to HE and absolutely wreck that little soft ship. So you always have the right ammunition loaded with this commander here, and it's almost silly how good it is, especially when you put it on a ship that's already very, very good, which obviously the Bart is. It's probably, if not the best battleship in the game, then certainly number 2 after one of the legendaries, depending on your taste. So this battle here is a bit of a meme battle, and I usually don't put battles like these up, but I just wanted to show how ridiculously powerful this ship is, with a maxed out Dunkirk commander and a red team that's like basically, well, probably starting out playing this game here because they do everything wrong. And I mean, when you are an experienced player in the best battleship at tier 7 with probably the best commander maxed out, well, then it's just too easy, really. I don't really do anything in this battle here. I hardly move from this position I'm in here now, and people just present their broadsides to me one after the other, and I can just pick and choose basically. So first a Yamato there, and we just have to make sure we don't get torped by someone. But one destroyer is already dead, and we're only 2.5 minutes into the game, so that kind of tells you everything you need to know right there. So a bit of history here. Bart was a campaign ship back, I believe it was Christmas 2019 actually. It's a long time ago, and like the people who made sure to get Bart back then, it's more than 2 years ago, and that's why there's not many of those people who still play the game, and that's why there aren't many Barts out there really. It was available in crates. I believe that was last Christmas at like a ridiculously low percentage, probably 0.5% or something. It was almost impossible to get the ship. A lot of people tried, and they spent, I don't know, hundreds of dollars on it. And yeah, I get it, because it is a fabulous ship. It's so good. It's actually a little bit too good, I think. But I don't see many of them anymore, and I think, like I said before, it's probably because so many of the people who got the ship as a campaign price back in 2019, I believe it was 2019, it could have been 20, they probably don't play the game anymore. I mean, there's a die-hard group of us that's been with the game for all 3 years, but most people pick up the game, play it for a few months maybe, and then they kind of move on to other things. So it seems that Jean-Bart has kind of not been forgotten, but simply that there aren't many players left to actually have the ship. Just like what happens with the Lenin. That was also a ship that was quite hard to get during... it wasn't a campaign ship, it was some kind of special currency ship, I can't remember anymore. But it's also been a while, probably 2 years now, and only the most die-hard of those players still play the game. And that means that Lenin is also starting to be exceedingly rare to see. I mean, it's definitely more rare than Jean-Bart, but I don't see as many Jean-Barts as I used to. And like when this ship was campaign ship, you would find Jean-Barts in every battle. There would be 3 or 4 of them on each team for like a year. And then, thankfully, now it's they've disappeared a bit, which is really a good thing, honestly. So like I did in a video I think last week, I upgraded the premium Azure Lane Commander Dunkirk all the way, which you don't really need to get the gimmick of the commander, which I said in the beginning, you really only need to get her to Legendary 2, and then you can switch your shells in less than a second. But I upgraded her all the way because I want to max out the commander to see what she does, and well, yes. She's good. That was 4 citadels on a Yami right there. And of course here I'm using the reload boost, which is like, that is the gimmick of the ship here, because it's pretty much a Richelieu with a reload boost. And I mean, the way you can dish out damage by using the reload boost like I did here, I took out a whole Yamato in like 2 or 3 salvos here. And I did it all in less than 30 seconds because I don't have to wait for the full reload. And when you use that reload boost in combination with the skill that Azure Lane Dunkirk gives you, yeah, there's just nothing like it in the game. Jean-Bart is unique in that perspective, and especially if you pop, Dunkirk on as a commander, well, you have something that no one really can do anything about, really. Like, you'll have to be YOLO torped by a destroyer to be taken out, really, because you can out DPM pretty much anything in the game. And that's of course primarily because that you are always able to have the right ammunition loaded, no matter what happens. I mean, you don't have to wait 25-30 seconds to load HE. When you see a destroyer, you can just instantly switch and punish the destroyer. And the situations where that, like, I've been wishing for that skill on other battleships because it happens a lot. Everybody knows that. And with this ship here, you're actually able to capitalize on it. And yeah, I still won't call it overpowered, but it's certainly borderline in my opinion, because it's also something that no other nation has access to. I mean, Dunkirk is the only battleship commander that has this skill, and yeah, I just used it there, and well, it's unique. Let's just put it like that, shall we? So like I said in the beginning, I don't usually put, total like ruffle stomp games like this on my channel because, like, they are, well, there's no point to them really, is there? I mean, it's just, I was lucky to get into a game in a very strong ship against a red team that wasn't very coherent, and that's all there is to it really. So I tend to put up games that have some sort of message that I want to send, and in this battle here I want to send the message that Jean-Bart in combination with a fully maxed Dunkirk is certainly something that you should strive to get in this game if you have this ship here. And of course it will work on any French battleship, on Champagne or Richelieu or whatever you can come up with. It doesn't really matter. So yeah, definitely something to work towards if you haven't done it already. So here we get our nice casual 200,000 damage here without actually doing much other than shooting at broadsides and picking the right ammunition and using our reload boost. So yeah, not much to it really. Easy as 200. So hope you enjoyed the video here, guys, and I'll see you out there.